The dispute reoccurs. Russia rejects the United States report on the alleged buildup of its troops at the border. This is clearly a fake news campaign that America has put out in several media. Washington has previously expressed concern about the alleged Russian military buildup on the border with Ukraine that was reported by some American media. Russia's Deputy Foreign Minister Sergei Ryabkov said the U.S. should look at its own behavior in Ukraine in 2014 instead of issuing a warning to Moscow, responding to earlier comments by Foreign Minister Antony Blinken. The latter warned Russia against making new mistakes regarding Ukraine. "We don't really understand what mistakes we made in 2014. That year, mistakes were made by the people who allowed the state coup in Ukraine, by the U.S. government that was in power at the time," Ryabkov said, referring to the Obama administration. Speaking to reporters on November 10, Blinken said Washington was concerned about media reports of unusual Russian activity near Ukraine, referring to claims of a military buildup along the Russia-Ukraine border. The Kremlin dismissed these American media reports as part of another fake news campaign against Russia. "Our concern is that Russia may make a serious mistake by trying to repeat what it did in 2014 when gathering troops along the border, crossing into the sovereign territory of Ukraine and doing so by falsely claiming that it was provoked," Blinken said, repeating the unsubstantiated statement, claims by Kiev that Russian troops invaded Ukrainian territory. In 2014, when protesters took to the streets of Kiev because of government policies, the US and other Western countries supported them even as demonstrators carried out riots and attacks on government buildings. The West also failed to respond after rioters staged a coup in the country by overthrowing its democratically elected president. The latter provoked an uprising in the country's eastern provinces over concerns that the new nationalist authorities would restrict the use of the Russian language, which is widely spoken in the region. The two regions, Donbass and Lugansk, declared independence, sparking civil war in Ukraine in which the US and European Union backed Kiev and its military, which shelled towns in rebel provinces. The West has also perpetuated Kiev's claims that Russian troops fought on the side of the self-declared People's Republic in Donbass and Lugansk, while providing no solid evidence. Moscow vehemently rejects this claim, stressing that none of its troops have crossed into Ukrainian territory.